Good, happy Sunday evening, July 11, 2021. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Sunday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin right now. First up, Biden facing new foreign policy challenges with increasing Russian cyber attacks. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
This is what you've been training for. Your art-cootery, your brunch shootery. Your friends all had the same idea. Fresh groceries and more. Free same-day delivery. Walmart Plus.
Chuck Todd is NBC's political director and moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, it's great to see you. Good morning. So Haiti, in the focus of the president right now, what to do there? Do we send in troops? Afghanistan, obviously the president announcing it'll be August when all troops are out of there, just ahead of the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And now Russia, despite the warning President Biden gave President Putin about cyber attacks and ransomware at the Geneva summit, we see again and again these cyber attacks. A phone call this week. What are the options left to President Biden beyond these warnings he seems to give Putin?
Well, I think starting with Putin, by the way, this is a reminder, there's some foreign policy issues you bring on yourself, Afghanistan. Some are ones that just pop up. Look at Haiti. Look, as for Russia right now, it seems as if the ball's clearly in Putin's court. This phone call, he reiterates the warning that he gave face-to-face. And so now it's a matter of time. It's pretty clear this is Putin testing Biden to see, okay, let's see what the or else really is. And so now over the next couple of weeks, we're going to find out what that is. And administration officials have said some of it we'll see, some of it we won't. But we'll find out, Willie, will it actually be a deterrent? And I think that's the goal here. Find a policy that establishes a deterrent and makes Russia think twice about being a safe haven for these guys. So far, we've not figured out what that deterrence line is.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin doesn't seem to respond to these warnings, so what else is left in the toolbox? Maybe we're about to find out. Let's bring it back home, Chuck, and talk about voting rights. The Texas legislature is gathering this week, perhaps to pass a law, a more restrictive voting law. We're seeing it across the country. President Biden himself will speak about voting rights in Philadelphia this week. Where is this headed, and how different may our elections be at these midterms next year?
Well, look, if in close elections, we're going to have a lot of unresolved fights. You know, that's the thing. Any election decided by less than a percentage point, particularly in these states where changes to the administration of election law has changed. You know, these are, a hurdle to voting can be overcome no matter how high they build the hurdle. And in fact, I'm one of those who believes that what Republicans are doing here, they're doing the work for the Democrats, meaning they're helping to get out the vote. But the real problem that Democrats haven't really figured out how to fight is the changing of the administrative laws, the changing of who decides which votes count. And this is where I think there's been a failure of congressional Democratic leadership, Willie. Where is the Voting Rights Act? They've had majority in the House since 2018. Why is this piece of legislation not already written, not already passed? Where is it? They spend so much time on this press release of H.R. 1. Where are they on the Voting Rights Act? That is what could give them the teeth to fight these laws, and they're way behind on this.
Yeah, I think they're looking for some Republican help that may never come on that. Chuck, thanks so much. We'll be watching Meet the Press this morning when Chuck is joined by the chair of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Democratic Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Pope Francis delivers Sunday blessing from hospital balcony days after surgery. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
This is what you've been training for. Your art-cootery, your brunch shootery. Your friends all had the same idea. Fresh groceries and more. Free same-day delivery. Walmart Plus.
Pope Pope Francis delivered his Sunday blessing from the balcony of a hospital this morning, where he's recovering after intestinal surgery. A crowd gathered below as the Pope spoke about the need for good health care to be available to everyone. The Vatican says the Pope's recovery has been going well since his surgery last Sunday.
Okay, and there you
Thanks for
go.
watching our YouTube channel.
There you go on that video and that report. Scary viral video. Carnival ride breaks with passengers on board. Take a listen to that video and that report from NBC News. Okay, and there you go on that video. And we are going to switch gears now and let's go into the weather. Let's take a look at your weather for tonight. And here's a look at tonight's forecast. In Boston, 67 degrees. New York, 72 degrees. Washington, D.C., 77 degrees. Atlanta, 70 degrees. Jacksonville, Florida, 72 degrees. Tampa Bay, Florida, 74 degrees. And Miami, Florida, 79 degrees. New Orleans, 78 degrees. Dallas, 73 degrees. Phoenix, 90 degrees. Los Angeles, 67 degrees. Las Vegas, 91 degrees. And San Francisco, 54 degrees. And that is a look at the weather across the United States for tonight. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching this evening edition. Have a great evening and see you back here tomorrow with more news coverage. Good night and goodbye.